Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thanks for response. Now, myself, I am Anand from KD section. I am from AID branch. Now, today I am going to deal with something special. Like what sir told, I am going to deal with skills. Array, I am not going to deal what exactly sir said, what exactly sir told today. But it's going to be in my perspective, in my way, in my point of view. I will deal it because it's my class. I am going to deal it. What I am going to deal exactly. If I told about skills, you definitely sleep. Definitely sleep. I don't want you guys to sleep, but so I'm involving a role play, which will definitely give you booster and you will enjoy. With the role play, we are going with somewhat technical, means our subject, and come into the exact topic what I want to tell with you and I want to discuss with you. Okay, let's start. Guys, please come.
I think today is Anand's results. How he scored today?
Yeah, he scored a good score.
Okay. Did you ask him about his goals in further?
I never asked him, but I have to see him as an IS officer.
Okay. Did you ever discuss about this with him?
We never discussed about it, but he didn't ask me that I want to become that, I want to become this.
Okay.
Actually, my dad and uncle is discussing something I should listen about.
Have you ever asked him what do you want to become?
I never asked him. He never also told to me anything.
Once you can get him.
Okay.
Hello. Okay. I have got a call that I am having a class tomorrow. I will meet you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I didn't understand exactly what my dad. Hi dad, how are you?
I made it see. I'm fine. Whatever. Whatever.
Dad, I'm going to discuss about my future.
What?
And,
Sit down.
Dad, you want to see me as an IAS officer?
Yeah, it's very proud to be.
Dad, that's exactly not my goal.
What? What are you talking?
Dad, please listen. I'm choosing engineering branch.
I never expect this from you.
Dad, please listen. Dad.
What? I don't say anything. Go and study. You have to prepare IAS only. That's it. Go.
Dad, you never listen my words.
Go. I never agree with you.
Dad, his fathers and parents never listen our words. Now, your students, please teacher.
Everyone, can I listen with a great voice? Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. What we have discussed yesterday? Okay. Yesterday we have discussed about Python, about dictionaries. Anand. Hello Anand. What are you thinking about? Why you are not listening at my class?
Nothing, sir.
Tell me what I have discussed yesterday. Take this class. Tell what I told yesterday.
Sir, please
Go.
listen.
Go. Tell me nothing. Explain yesterday's class. I have adjusted. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yesterday you discussed about dictionaries. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, I will deal with dictionaries. Actually, dictionaries is a topic of Python. Now, dictionaries are mentioned in representation in flower brackets. What are the aspects of dictionaries? Dictionaries is order. Dictionaries are mutable, but dictionaries has keys and values. Now I am going to deal with these two topics. First of all, what is keys? I am pronouncing keys. Actually, it's key. Key is something, a name given to the variable. Here, if I say Anand, let it be key, and I got 70 marks. This is the value. We can represent the keys and values in these dictionaries like this way. Anand. Like this. Now, how can we access dictionaries? We can access with, if I given a name to this dictionary, A, let's check is this dictionary or not. If I given type, it will show us dic, means it is dictionary. In this way, we can use dictionaries. And later on, what are the, how can we change the access these values? I can access like print a dot key. If I give it like this, then I get the output key. This is I get the output. And later on, if I want to deal with values, if I give this like this, I get print values. Like this, if I want to access both keys and values, I should go with somewhat items. Like this, I can access dictionaries completely. Sir, you forgot one more thing. You also discussed about sets also.
Okay.
I will also sets is in order data type. Sets are in order. Sets are immutable. We can't change the values in sets. You can't do indexing in sets. How can you know this? All about this? Let me explain in a clear way, in clear perspective. As of dictionaries, sets also representing in flower brackets. Now, I can give like this. No, you can't give like this because sets never accept repeated values. So, it's wrong. I should give different elements only. Sets never accept same values. I mean, it's never accept same value. It always accept only different values. In sets, you can give integer, float, characters, like this. You can give anything in sets. Can you give indexing for the sets? No, because sets is in order. How can you give a order for an in-order element? Like in a clumsy room, you can count the people? No. If you people stand in a row, can you count it? Definitely. If people stand in a row, you can count them. If people stands in a group way, without in order, they are clumsy, we can't count them. Like that, sets is in order. Maybe you are representing sets like order values. But if you print, if you print one time, you may get same value. If you print 10 times, you may get same value. But if you print 100 times, you didn't get same value because sets is in order. It always changes the elements because it doesn't have indexing like 0, 1, 2, 3, like blah blah blah. It doesn't have indexing. You can't access sets. You can't change the sets. The matrix you can only give the sets. Right? You can add 2 sets if you want. That this is a set. Now I am going with another set. Five, 6. Even if I give a repeated value, if I add a plus b in another variable, if I print c, I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. The repeated value will be eliminated because as of we discussed, sets never accept same values. So this is the concept of sets and dictionaries are discussed in yesterday's class. Thank you.
Okay, that's great, Anand. You have explained all the things, but
Thank you, sir.
you know all everything. But you have to listen to the teacher while explaining the class. Don't think anything.
Sorry, sir.
I forgot to ask, what's your further ambitions in future?
Sir, I want to settle in technical department like IT employee, sir.
Okay. Better to practice in that further.
Yes, sir. I'm working on coding and technical. Thank you.
Thank you.
Teacher and my uncle is same.
Okay, I'm just going to stop it for a while. I have taken some classes.
Okay.
In that, Anand also is there.
Oh my.
I have seen that Anand is doing better in his field.
Oh, that's good.
I think you can further support him in that field.
What are you talking? I want to see him as an IS officer.
But he's interested in the software field, so as he interested, he can grow up in future.
I am not going to listen what you are telling or what you are teaching to him. I want to see him as an IS officer. That's it.
Okay, that's up to you because of he is yourself. I can't speak to you.
Okay.
So once to discuss, better to discuss with him. It will be better to
Yes,
discuss.
yesterday about that. He also argued with me, but I didn't answer.
Okay, it's better to discuss again.
Okay.
You wish?
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Today, I should deal with my dad at any cost. I want to tell him about my ambition at any cost. I don't care about consequences, but I will deal this today. Hi Dad, are you
Hi,
busy?
yes, sir. No. Sit down. Come here.
Dad, I want to continue our yesterday's discussion.
What I said, I want to see you as an IS officer. That's it.
Dad, please listen to me. Dad, actually, I choose engineering because I had a lot of interest in programming and IT department.
Okay.
Why are you forcing your dreams on me?
That's my dream. I want to see you as a proud act. I was thinking about you, not for me.
Dad, don't tell me these rubbish things actually. You are thinking your dream is IAS officer. That's not my dream. Why are you forcing your dream on me? Is it correct?
I want to see you as you make me proud, and you have to do this. If you go in technical, there is no more opportunities. And if you go to this civil, it will be difficult. I agree with that. But you have a bright future, and that will make you proud.
Dad, just listen to me. If I go with my career, what I had chosen, I will definitely happy even I get less salary. But if I listen your words, I never be happy. Dad. Please listen and understand me. I want to be IT department. Don't force your goals on me. I I hope you will understand.
Okay, I understand your problem, but you have to do your level best in that technical. I agree with that. But you have to bring me out, okay?
Sure that I will make you proud.
Okay.
Why is this drama? Why is this so? I want to give you clarity. First of all, let's discuss about Indian education system. What Indian education system telling us is complete the syllabus, getting a good marks. Here, in this perspective, every student is losing their communication and their confidence. Everyone had a great knowledge because US and foreign countries are running for Indian students. Why? Because Indian students had a lot of knowledge, great knowledge. Wow, they can deal any subject, any skills, very simple, in an easy manner. But here is the problem: communication, confidence, knowledge, like this. Let me give some more clarity. Here, as of drama, we see parents. It's a discussion of father and son. As father had a goal to be as an IAS officer, he can't achieve it, but simply forcing on to his son. Is it correct? How many of you agree with it? Is it correct? How many of you think it's wrong?
If you agree, raise your hand. If you agree.
How many of you think it's wrong? Definitely. Forcing parents' dream is on students is not a correct. It's not good. Now, let me ask one more question. How many of you discussed about your career with parents in confident manner? How many of you discussed about your career with parents? Okay. How many of you, your parents want their goals and they ask you to do that goals? Any parents? Now, here is the problem is, most of the students had lack of awareness of their career. Lack of awareness. I had seen many students, they had lack of awareness. They are simply what their parents said, what the elders said, they are going away there. Like some of the students are, parents had goal on IAS. Students are running on IAS. It's not correct. Some of the parents said they want to see their son as doctor. They are running on BPC. It's correct? No. Everyone had their own dream. I want to prove that, like in some manner, not that much. Okay. First of all, let me tell you how important is communication. Later on, how important is confidence. Let's deal with two this. Okay. I am giving you an example. Listen with careful manner. Let's assume you are placed in for third year. You are placed at Kolkata, West Bengal. There is the main language Hindi. You didn't know Hindi. How can you communicate with them? Can anyone tell me? Yeah.
Body language.
That's correct. Perfect. Body language. But let me ask you one thing. You didn't know, you didn't know Hindi. But you want to ask about leave to our higher officials. How will you ask? Can you manage with body language? It's absolutely difficult here. We can't depend everything on body language. We need proper communication language. That's what English. We can manage English in anywhere in the world. Anywhere. Definitely, you can manage anywhere in the world. So, communication, 100% you need it. Now, confidence. Come back. You are in an interview room. You had a good communication skills. You can definitely speak in English in a perfect and 100% manner without any pronunciation mistakes. You can deal it. But you are lack of confidence. Can you face the interview? Will you placed in a job? Can anyone? Without confidence, can you placed in a job? Definitely no. Not at all. Without confidence, you can't. Definitely. Now, what if you have confidence and communication skills? You had both. Wherever in the country, wherever in the world, you can survive. Means you are getting survival skills. With the confidence and communication, you are getting survival skills. Is it? Are you agree with me?
Yes.
Right? So, how important is communication and confidence? These are matter. Yeah, sure.
Having confidence and communication skills.
Huh.
Will I get survival skills?
Definitely.
But if I study,
Yeah, talking with it. It's a rubbish thing, yeah. You should run away. Are you talking with tiger?
that's what I'm saying, man.
That's the mad thing. That's what here matter. Attitude and time skills. Timing skills. I'm talking about that also. Will you talk with the tiger? Will you talk with bear? Even in jungle? I think your question is too silly. Think about it. Yeah.
Bro, I just asked. How I get survival skills? What do you mean by survival skills?
Survival skills. Let me come to your point. What is meant by survival skills, in my perspective, is wherever you are, as of my example, you are in Kakinada. You definitely need Hindi language, right? Without Hindi, you can't survive. Yes. What should I do? Where should I go? Where can I get these things? Can you ask without communication skills? No. Without confidence, can you talk with a stranger? No. So, if you want to survive, as of my point, you need confidence and communication. Then only you will survive. That's my point. I think you get clear perspective. Yeah. So, communication matter, confidence matter, time in skills. What is time skills? We need, here talking this as not timing skills, it's time management actually. We need a perfect time management. Without time management, if you are going to give an interview or you are going to give a presentation, you definitely fail. You can't give it. So, as of my point, even though you are going to survive in an industries, even you are going to, survive means if you want your job, you should want confidence, communication. You are surviving with your job, so you can take it as survival, right? Now, here my point is, first of all, everyone is like, how many of you can talk with your parents confidently? Yeah, that's great. What's about others? How many of you fear about your parents? while communicating? Thank you. Right. Everyone is not so confident with their parents. Not at all confident with their parents. Not at all confident with your relatives. Then, how can you talk with stranger? You never seen him before. You are not comfortable with your family. So, here loophole not in our communication, not in our confidence. The loophole is in our education system actually. We can't change our education system, but we can change our learning process. Like we can be confident, be communicative, and be effective. Then we can deal any problems. We are more confident, we are more communicative. Then only. If you face your family and if you face your relatives confidently, then you can face strangers as a confident, as a communicative manner. Okay, thank you. Thanks for listening.